Hi there, it's the final day of Queer Cheer Week on Pride Daily. Later, some trans joy from a little bald man. First though, a bit of fun for the end of the week. This has got nearly 2.5 million views on TikTok, a top queer ally at Sydney Mardi Gras. Will, who's straight, turned out for his gay mate, David.
Good to come and support Dave and all the gay people and that. The community all get together and then we all can get on together. A lot of people still, back where I come from, out in the bush, a bit funny about it, but people are starting to realise it's all good now, you know.
Thanks to ABC, Will was also sporting some kinky headgear, because when in Rome, he's been called a national treasure in the comments. Someone else says that's what real masculinity looks like. 3 churches in New York have joined forces for a big gay wedding event. It saw a number of LGBTQ+ couples tie the knot, spurred on by fears marriage equality and queer rights are under threat in the US. All to do with the country being under new ownership, that of an orange convicted felon and sexual abuser.
It is important that we are doing it now, and support for queer and trans people is something that's going to be required over the long haul. With the upcoming administration, there will be threats and changes, but that's not all going to happen, and so the more we can do in these first couple of months, the better.
Shari Halliday-Kwan from one of those 3 churches, the First Unitarian Church of Rochester, speaking to Spectrum News. The event was free, and as a Scot, I'm down for that, with donations of flowers, photography and cake from local businesses. The story of a garage opened by 3 lesbians in the 1980s has been turned into a film. Ros Woolen, Annette Williams and Ros Wall set up Gwenda's Garage in Sheffield, offered all the usual services but also focused on empowering women with the likes of car maintenance classes and advice on buying second-hand motors. Ros Woolen tells Historic England they've been struggling to find employment in a male-dominated, misogynistic industry.
We had to set up because we couldn't get work as women. There wasn't the climate for women to be taken on. We were older women, we were in our 30s. There was always an excuse as to why they couldn't employ a woman.
There's a screening for the film in Sheffield later. The garage was named after racing driver Gwenda Stewart, another trailblazer in a male-dominated field. Next, Belgium's going to let people remove their gender marker from identity cards. Comes off the back of a court ruling. The current lack of legal recognition for non-binary people is unconstitutional. The idea of an X-gender marker was opposed by some politicians, so there'll be cards with male and female options and those without. And let's end with an uplifting message from a 62-year-old transgender man.
Hi, my name is Justin, and I began my journey of transition in 1984, so we're going on 41 years. 41 years that I have lived as me. It's been more than I could have ever imagined.
This is from Justin's TikTok, and a video that's now had close to 1 million views. Says there has been adversity over the years, but nothing that takes away from the life he's got now.
I'm married to the most amazing woman. We're going on 14 years. I'm the proud papa of 12 dogs. And I do own a company, and I've actually been working for myself for 42 years.
And he signs off with this advice.
To all my young trans siblings, listen to people's advice and wisdom, but don't listen to who they think you ought to be. You listen to yourself. You follow your way. It's your journey.
You can find Justin on TikTok as Little Bald Man. I'm Kev McGraw. That wraps up our week of Queer Cheer. We're back to normal with all your top LGBTQ+ news next week.